Hello, hello, and I don't know if anybody is surprised, but we have Danger Vanessa back with us.
She
Um,
let me back on her show. It's
I
surprising.
we might need to curtail the fighting comics or something like that because Vanessa will overanalyze them. But
Mm.
maybe not. Maybe you guys want to see that being done. But Mrs. had another obligation, and so she wasn't able to make it. And then I reached out to figure out who might be able to co-host with me, and Vanessa accepted. So I am thankful to have her here.
Welcome to be back.
All right. So we were not here last week because I was away at my dad's. So this is the first week in a couple weeks. So there's actually quite a few campaigns. If you guys know of some right now to look at, feel free to put them in. Because I know that going through CD Tracker is going to pose a little bit of a problem because they're only pulling up Indiegogos, and I think when we went over campaigns last night, Vanessa, what was there? One Indiegogo campaign, and the rest was from someplace else. So
Yeah, that was fun.
that was fun. All right, so let's say hi to the chat. So we have Mo Biggs, who's first. So hail the Mo. Hashtag teach me how to snuggie. And I did see Nicholas Gear here, and I saw a yucky gum, and that might be it for now. One of the
Astro.
Astro Zombie, yeah. One of the downfalls of not being super consistent, and that is shame on me. Oh, we have a Marinus too. I didn't think, although I did set up the stream quite early, I didn't notice that it gave like a 30-minute warning. I don't know if anybody else had got it or didn't get it. But I did see it. It did show when we went live, so I guess that's good. It's gonna take a little bit to get the couple of routine people in here. Oh, we have a Hicks villain. I think he's actually early. He is on time.
Nice.
All right. So I don't think I've seen any come up. You did get here just in time, Marinus. Um, we're looking for campaign suggestions. Vanessa is going to be the driver in this, so we need to basically tell her where to go. We do have CG tracker up, so I suppose we can start there, which I do see you're sharing. All
Because
right.
somebody could read the room.
Good thing you're able to do that.
Oh my goodness.
Is it up? I was just gonna ask that, Snuggie, because I know Mo has been talking about that one for a while. Wait, no, the RJ. Oh
Mm.
crap, I'm all mixed up. What is the? Is it? It's not Chrome Dog because we have gone over Chrome Dog if that's the one you're talking about. But there's a Chrome. Is that live now? I haven't actually been following
Let's.
things.
I'm not seeing this on the list of 34 in here. No, that's Chrome Dog. Never mind.
Yep.
I know what he's talking about.
I'm not sure where it. I
I
want to
think
say
that's an
that
older campaign.
no, there is a new one unless it hasn't launched yet. But I know weren't
Is
they
it?
on Bancroft? Maybe they were just talking about the sign up.
Well, let me see. They're over here.
I'm not sure where it was. So
I don't know either.
all right. So Mo points out that speaking consistency, I saw Leroy in Shane's chat last night, and he didn't hail me back. You have to admire that consistency of gatekeeping. Actually, I saw him around and on the panel, and he didn't acknowledge me either, Mo. So it is what it is. Let's see. So whoops. Mo also points out that the Crom reboot is yet another race swap. What happened to little green dude with a bad attitude? Race swap.
Mm. Turned into a little purple girl with a
Is
great
that what it is?
attitude. It's a great attitude now. Yeah.
Hmm.
You
It's
remember
always
when that show asked for, a group of teenagers with attitude? They're like, no, we want a group of preteens with a wonderful disposition, a great attitude.
what
And that's
show
what
are you
happened.
talking about?
Power Rangers. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I actually never really watched Power Rangers.
You're not missing anything.
It's probably a good thing. I
Yeah.
think that was technically a little bit after my time. I
Sometimes
was
people don't care about their times.
That's true. But it wasn't I've seen the movie, so I know enough about it to know what it is. And I remember thinking that the filming of the shows was a bit weird, because it was one of those, like, is it badly edited, bad acting? You got, when they're fighting the unbelievable monsters that just show up in like a random
Well,
field or wherever they are.
I mean, with the stateside show, it's a combination of them not using actors, using non-union actors, so, like, it's a lot of people's, like, first jobs,
Mhm.
so the acting's not great, and then they're cutting footage from the Japanese show.
Oh, is
So,
that
like,
why it looks so weird? Is that where the monsters that they were fighting were the Japanese things?
yeah, like,
Okay.
that's what they would do. They would get an episode, or at least in the early days, they would get an episode and be like, "Oh, yeah, there's a pig rapping. Okay." And then come up with a storyline and then cut cut all the footage from Japan to make it work.
Guess I really never got that involved.
Mhm.
All right, so we still haven't seen anything. All right, let's go back to Creator Go.
Okay.
We'll go down to the bottom, see what might be the lowest active one. Okay, so I see Behemoth, which
Yep.
is Nerd Wonder, which I don't really know much about her, but we could look at that. Um, we haven't done Immortal Rising yet.
Which one do you want me to click? Snuggy wants Downcast 4.
That is
That's
where
on
is
his that's on his
website, right?
website. Yeah.
We can do that. Yeah, let's
All
do
right.
that.
All right, cool. I think this is what his website's called.
Nicholas
No,
says
it's
the
not.
first season of Power Rangers is gold.
This is not it. This is a social broadcast platform for fitness influencers. That's Sweatcast. That wasn't even on accident.
I don't want that candy.
I don't want
Ew.
that. Yeah, okay. If I have to do it like this, that's fine. Okay, so we're finding Clint. So Sweet Comic Shop. Okay. See what
Yeah.
you did there, Clint.
Snuggy did drop it.
All right. We're here.
Oh, Mopik says Nerd Wonder coined the term comic skate. Now wait, so that was in wasn't the anti-CGers that gave it comic skate? So she did it to paint the bad light?
I don't know what she did.
I don't know much about her, but I know she was part of I think it was the Graveyard Shift campaign number 1. I actually want to say when I was looking at Graveyard Shift the other day that I saw something in regards to I don't know what she was doing on it, but I think part of the stretch goals was like a face reveal from her if they did a certain level, but I don't think they reached that level being the first one. Okay, so this is a Downcast 4. Clint
Yes.
Stoker. This is his own personal site.
Yep.
This is the top of the page, right?
This is the very top of the page.
I do
Um,
like that it has a summary right at the top of the page because I know the other day I was complaining to you guys that Fund My Comic, like you have to scroll down a little bit to get to the
you mean
nice
are you
sharing
talking about
screen
the
image. Yeah.
like the the data part of it? 'Cause I'm
Yes.
about to say this. This product will only be produced if the goal is reached in time. I was like, that's not a summary of what this book is about.
Well, that is a little weird, but I do like the fact that it shows 4 days left. So we actually missed this one the first time, unless he's doing the 30 and 30, because I think this would be the first 30.
Uh, but I mean, it's on his own website. Why would you do a 30 and 30?
That is true. That is very true.
That doesn't because of me. I mean, any
Surprise!
surprise. Well, I mean, if anybody, I mean, most of the people who are watching live hang out in the comic skate scheme of like um crowdfunding comics, and we do that to game the algorithm. But if it's on your own website,
No, you
is
have a
there
point there.
really? Do you have
Wasn't
a
even thinking that.
yeah? Is
Mhm.
there an algorithm to game? Like,
Mm-mm. Only the traffic that you send there yourself.
yep. So there you go. Got 72 or 172 um backers. That's a little low for Clint, to be quite honest.
I'm wondering if it has to do with his own website. Unfortunately,
Uh,
there's a lot of like questions that you can't really get answers because there's changes. You know what I mean?
What do you
Like,
mean?
could it be because Fatal was late? He lost some supporters, which I liked Fatal. He didn't lose my support, but I have not gotten on Downcast yet. Like I bought the first one because he had a sale on his website. He found some hardcovers, old hardcovers, like a box of hardcovers. And I'm like, sold because I hear great things about Downcast, but I haven't read it. So I got the first one, have not read it yet.
I like Downcast. Let's
Okay,
see
well, how
here.
many have you read?
I did the catch up tier, so I read all three.
Okay,
It's science fictiony. It's about a brother and a sister who are just trying to find their father and get justice. But I mean, it's not like, yeah, that's Clinton's down a lot.
so wait,
So
number 3 was 31,000. No,
so
that's the
this is
first
number
one.
3.
Oh,
Yeah,
46,000.
and I
And what is
think
he
he
at with
did.
number 4? Is
Where's
there a
he at?
number value?
Is there a number value?
Oh.
No, it's
Wait,
just saying
what's
how many.
right above the red line? No, that's just the cost. 172 and then the
72,
$20. I was looking at the $20.
100. And I mean, like, if
I suppose he
I'm,
doesn't need a total goal, right?
well, I mean, if you're gonna do it like this, part of the appeal of a crowdfunder is to have the running tally.
Right. I
I
like
mean,
that.
and I mean, if there's no running tally, it's effectively a pre-sale. And I mean,
Yeah.
even Eric July that actually did a pre-sale, he kept the running tally. So um, that's to like own our detractors. But I mean, I guess ultimately, it's really none of my business how much money he raises.
It's just
So
fun. I don't know. And then it is nice, I think, as a backer to compare like we were trying to do now. Now, what does that say? Because it's a little low on my 172 sold of 100.
I think 100 was his goal. Like he wanted to
Oh, so
sell at
his
least.
goal was pieces, not um like the
And
dollar amount.
and I guess maybe like that's his shipping cost, not his shipping costs, his printing. Well, maybe his printing and shipping. I don't understand. I don't understand the method behind this particular portion of his madness. So can you get the snugs at 312?
The snugs at 312.
There's like two of the longer one.
Oh, that's gear. All right.
Yeah. Clint was shadow banned on IGG, so decided to launch his own site. I think he'll try Kickstarter next. Um, yeah, I don't know.
But did
I
he do Downcast 4 on Indiegogo, which got shadow banned? It's probably a previous
no,
campaign.
think he got. I don't
I
know
think
which.
that one was shadow
Well,
banned.
he may have just been like everybody's getting shadow banned. Let's see campaigns.
And why not try his own?
Well, I mean, if you're getting shadow banned, if everybody's getting shadow, so Dracula, Downcast. So he did a crossover. That's he was on that, but that's not him. Yeah, he didn't do 4.
Okay. So he launched 4 on his personal website, not available
Yep,
anywhere else as of yet.
as of yet.
All right, hang on. Before we continue on to that, let me go back before we get too far away. All right, so we had Sugar Chris join us. We had Phil with 2 L's join us. But back to the Comicsgate thing, she said it, but it didn't stick right away. But the SJWs jumped on it. She wasn't, to my knowledge, an SJW. And then Sugar Chris adds Nerd Wonder was part of the OGCG folks, along with Captain Cummings and them.
Okay.
All right. And Phil is surprised and happy to see you.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And let's see. So Nicholas Gear has an observation. Going to people's individual websites is too much to keep up with for me. I'll have to really want the book to back on someone's personal website. I know my opinion was that from the get-go when I really saw that everybody was like going to do their own things because it's just I don't know, it's confusing to figure out where everybody's website is. Like just now, we're like, okay, we know it's Sweetcast, but we had a little bit of an issue trying to find Sweetcast website. And then I know.
No, don't be like we had an issue, Amanda. You could tell the truth. You be like Vanessa had an issue and doesn't know how to spell sweet, so she was like sweatcast and like influencers. What is going on here?
Right. But no, it's not
Don't
super
lie to your
easy to
audience.
remember. Okay, you might remember Clint Stoker, but how many associate Clint Stoker with Sweetcast, or how many remember Sweetcast as Clint Stoker? And then if you look up Clint Stoker, are you gonna come to Sweetcast? Like, are you really gonna know all of their imprint names? Like, I don't know that I would remember everybody's imprint name.
Well, I mean, it's so one of I mean, this is an interesting time as far as, our corner of crowdfunding comics moving forward because one of the for a backer, one of the benefits of IGG is that it was once you had your stuff in, it was ridiculously easy to back a campaign.
It was,
Like
yeah,
it was almost an impulse buy to a point. Like it was ridiculously easy. And now and I'm not talking about the security of any of these websites, even though um that's a fair issue for some people to pull, like how secure is your stuff? I'm about to put a credit card into your website. Um but the thing is that you lose that convenience. I mean, there is a reason why all the, tabloid press magazines that are still in print, that they're right next to the cash, to the cash register.
yeah. Um, so I don't actually bookmark things. I probably should, but I don't.
I bookmark some things.
But I'm like, am I really gonna bookmark everybody's individual website? I don't know that I would.
Well, I mean, or at least for
Your
me.
favorites?
Yeah, like it's gonna come down to like who are my favorite people.
Okay.
Like if you're Joe Smuckatelli Comics and you're new on the scene and you could be doing everything right, it's like, oh, and oh, by the way, it's gonna be on my website. It's like, well, do I want do I you have to appeal to people's laziness sometimes, you know? But
I
yeah,
agree.
it's an interesting time.
I know something that, and I kind of thought about it at the beginning, but I'm really seeing it now. Like I know there's a lot of people that are like not wanting to back on Kickstarter, a lot of people not wanting to back on Indiegogo, a lot of people that are like, I will go wherever the creator goes. But I'm starting to think personally for myself that I really like how I have it with Indiegogo. Now I understand they're not ideal to everybody. Um, but there's been times recently where I've needed to check what I've backed, when I should have gotten something, if I've backed something. Like when Inglorious Rex 2 was closing out, I had to look to see what I backed, and I'm like, oh my god, I did not get the Roquefort wrapper, not the wraparound cover, but the joining cover, because he had a cover on Inglorious Rex 2 that connects to Inglorious Rex 1. And I didn't back that when I backed it originally, and I'm not sure if it was because it launched with the second 30 or why I didn't, because
Yeah,
I would have thought.
there was a delay on
Okay, I'm
those
like, I would have
covers.
thought I would have picked that one over the special one that I did get. So I'm like, nope, I gotta correct it. I gotta do it. Now, ultimately, I did back it on Nine Lives. However, I wouldn't have known if I backed it on Nine Lives if I backed it on Nine Lives. Like, I don't know if they have that look at your purchase history, and that is something that's very important for me, especially with how many I back, because I'm not gonna remember everything.
Yeah, because you're like the unofficial CG library of your portion of Canada.
Right.
She's open from Saturday to Sunday from 1 to 4 if you wanna read Comicsgate comics.
Right.
Just go over to her house, her library is open. You can't check anything out, though. It's, you have to
I have,
read it while you're there.
I have started to narrow things down, but I think a lot of what's helping is this, you have to go to other places, and I'm not quite there yet.
Mm.
So it is helping to curtail, um, buying. Like, I haven't bought off Fund My Comic yet. I don't know if that'll surprise some people.
I haven't bought. There is one I'm interested in getting, but um I haven't bought anything. I've obviously started a campaign and deleted a campaign. Look at
Yeah.
Snuggy like, yeah, cool story, bro.
Yeah,
What's
it's because
going on?
hang on, we'll go back to this. So Bo Biggs comments that he bookmark websites sometimes, but he's not going to bookmark 100 different creator sites that release one new thing a year. Makes sense. Snuggy points out that Clint's site links to Shopee and PayPal, so you don't have to enter your info again, which is kind of nice because almost with every other website that I go through, I use my PayPal.
Mhm.
Snuggy Jr. says bookmarks are awesome, which they are. And then Mo is giving me hell for my exciting story.
It's the best story given.
Yes, yes. And yeah, if you want to borrow a Disney DVD, I probably have 300 of those as well.
No, he's saying VHS. So
Oh,
do you also
do I
have?
have any DVD? I might have a handful somewhere. I don't know where they would be, but no, my DVDs are on display.
I mean, you could
So
get cheap VHS tapes from Goodwill, and
I
you can
could.
actually get a
I don't have
yeah,
a way
and
to play them though.
you could probably get a player at Goodwill too for $2.
Yeah, I'll be the media library of Canada.
Yes, of Canada.
Alright, so yeah, I am missing the number value, but I did see Snuggy point out earlier that he's trying something different. So that was an intentional thing. Yeah, right here.
All
He
right.
was trying something different with the number of backers instead of dollar amounts.
All right. So that's what he
Which I suppose
got.
that is a good thing to wage things on, but it is kind of nice to see a ooh, 172 or oh my gosh, he's at $56,000.
Yeah. Well, I mean, big numbers are sexy. It just
Yes.
kind of is what it is.
Yeah. All right. So, what are all these drop down menus that we're looking at?
All right. So it looks like you don't have to because if you look, say, at ignore backer tracker. So like with Indiegogo, you would have this like 1/3 of the screen is like the opener with all the stats on it, like a baseball card. Ignore backer tracker, and then you have the summary of what the book is, and then you have your perks.
Mhm.
So instead of doing that, he has it where you have your perks right here, and then you have your images over to the side. But if you're brand new, that means like if you land, so this is how the page opens. So if you land like this and you're a person that's kind of interested in Downcast, like you without scrolling, you have nothing
Of
as
what the
far as
book's
like
about. Yeah.
about what the book's about, except for
Mhm.
maybe like these images.
Or really. And those are really only images of the stuff itself, not like what you're like
Yeah, are there any images? No, there's no.
wait, that's the bottom already?
No, it's
Oh,
still
okay. No, so there are images,
so.
just not
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
so this is it, Clint.
Is that what the book's about right there?
Yeah, Jax has teamed up with Monstro to hunt the influx of gods entering the city of Strata. Joanne is on a mission on her own to uncover Craver's shut up chat tragic history. The lines between friend and foe are blurred in the latest installment of Downcast. So this is kind of predicate, or
Two
at least
sentences about what the book's about.
so again, and that was my point. This is
Oh
kind
no,
of
four.
predicated, yeah, predicated that you're already kind of in on Downcast.
Okay. I
So
don't like it when
this,
people do that.
well, I
Because
mean, you're ready
I'm
to,
not new to CG.
yeah,
I'm not new to this title, but I do not know what it's about.
it's
I
about,
hear good things about it, but I don't know what it's about, except for the brother and sister. Like, I
yes.
know that. That's it.
So it's a brother and sister who are trying to save their father.
Okay.
At least that's part 1 through 3. Now it's gonna be a brother and sister who are in some shit.
So wait, did they save the father after 3? Is that the arc? Would you say that's an arc?
Shut up. No spoilers here.
No spoilers. All right, and then you had 2 sentences as to what you actually get. An 80-page
Yeah,
novel that's
that's
written
written
by
by Clint, artist Ignacio. Ignacio. Can't do last name like that. And for the first time, artist Eric Weathers with colors by Damien and lettered by Eric Weathers. Could you imagine artist Eric Weathers getting lettered by Eric Weathers?
Although, wait, I'm a little confused. Okay, so the way it's written, Ignacio looks like he's done the art for chapters 1 and 3. So that's book 1 and book 3, being chapter 1
Yes.
and chapter 3.
Yeah,
And
so
but it
he's
says, and for the first time, artist Eric Weathers. So he did chapter 2 and
yes.
chapter 4?
No, this is a 3-chapter volume. It's a 3-chapter volume.
In volume 4, there
So
are
this is
3 chapters.
yes.
Oh, see, I'm not getting that, but I get it now that you say
Yeah.
that. I'm
Well,
thinking book
so
1, book 2, book 3 is
so
chapters.
Ignacio is the black
Okay.
cookie on the Oreo, and then Eric Weathers is the creamy filling of the Oreo.
Okay. I get that now. But I
There you
I
go.
was thinking he was referring to his individual books as volumes versus chapters versus volumes, but I guess looking at the title it does say volume 4.
Well, I
But
mean,
other
if you
people do different things.
they do also, hopefully, for their health. As Comics Gates proctologist, I would just like to say you should do. There you go.
Mobig says furious view will not be caged by the laws of phonics. Hooked on phonics works for me.
It didn't work for me at all.
All right, so Snuggy points out that Clint is one of the 2 best with Phil indie comic writers, and the book is a little cheaper than typical crowdfunding books. Take a look and give it a shot if you ain't. If I ain't? If I ain't what?
But I is
Sure.
though. But I is.
Don't be put off by Clint's on-stream persona. His books aren't full of F-bombs or other foul language.
Oh,
Wait, he doesn't
who
do F-bombs
I
and foul
don't
languages on
who
stream?
he's not Vanessa. What are you talking about, Mo Big?
Michael Deach just says that he needs a Venn diagram to figure out who did what. Okay, so I was not the only one confused. But I hope that we got that figured out now.
Yeah, Oreo cookie.
Okay.
Eric Weathers is the creamy white part. That's as far as art.
Okay.
And then he's doing all the letters. All the words are him.
Okay.
And maybe sound effects. Probably sound effects also.
All right. So click on one of those pictures. Do they enlarge? Of
Do they get
the
big size?
yeah.
They just get
No.
that size. So
Wait, go back up to the big picture.
I wonder
Can
if this
you
is one of these deals that if it's one of those deals.
Oh, that's good. You can see what you're getting. But I
And
think you
then
can enlarge if you go up to the featured picture. Put your cursor. Is that an enlarge
oh
button right there?
no,
No.
that is not an enlarge button right
What
there.
the hell? All
Amanda
right.
wants it to see it big.
I want to big in it.
She she wants her pictures Mo Bigs. That's what she wants. I do kind of like the feature that like, hey, if I want both covers, okay, cool.
That is nice that it,
And
it
no
shows you
T.
exactly.
And do I want add-on books?
Oh, an
I can get
add-on
1 through 3.
t-shirt. Oh. That's what you're getting right there.
There you go. Well, I don't need all that. But yeah, it's that. I mean, that's cool.
That is
Digital.
pretty neat. Yeah.
Digital's an iPad.
Can you throw
That's
on a
hilarious.
t-shirt?
Oh, can I throw in a T-shirt on digital? Unavailable. I guess not.
Now, where is your
What if I
Wait,
don't
it
want a
doesn't show
book?
how much you're spending. And there's no price tag in the drop-down menu, right?
Let me see. Unavailable. Okay, wait. Let me get off this digital nonsense. Okay. So if I want a medium T, I would have to add the cart. Still not give me a dollar amount. Clint's like, your money's for 10.
Surprise, bitches, it ain't free.
All right, so, well, I mean, it does. In all fairness, let me go back. He does. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
Oh,
Haha. There, we found it.
okay.
Can you? Snuggy says Clint didn't anticipate boomers when he designed the site. You should
Hey,
always anticipate boomers
you should.
anytime. So the book
I'm
is
wondering if he could pick
$20.
where this stuff was, or if it was just a like you get what you get, and that's what he got.
Oh, you mean as features if it was just a template?
Yeah, and then that's it. Like he couldn't change anything because this is the template that he bought for his plugin or however it works
However
with.
works.
Yeah, I'm not sure, plugin if that's the right word or not. I can't
Plug
say I
it
know my
in, plug
computer
it
lingo.
in.
All right, before we move on, I did see Jim Cox has showed up. Captain Finity is here. Oh, well, let me click on him. There he is. Although I'm not sure what that icon is. Besides, looks like a little monster. Are you calling yourself Little Monster? And then I did see Dave Brink here. Hey, Dave. All right. And then Mo Biggs points out that Bancroft isn't the only one who likes puzzles. I like puzzles, but I'm also like, I don't know. I'm a creature of habit. If I'm looking for a dollar amount, I expect to see it in a very similar place. And I know the websites are totally different, but
Yep.
I'm conditioned by Indiegogo.
She
And
she's
change is
been
hard.
yeah, she's been brainwashed successfully by the go-go.
All right. Although I would think that price value should be a little bit bigger, or I don't know. Having it there is very weird.
Right up here.
Yeah.
It's and again, that's a format thing because
Yep.
eventually we'll found the price, but
When you
yeah,
went to checkout and stuff. Yeah.
$12 for digital.
Then you could up the quantity. I want to buy 2 digitals.
So if I do one, oh, he's just not. Oh, not with digital. So 55 with a catch-up tier.
Okay. Now, are these all hardcover? Do we know,
N
like, has he only ever done hardcover? I don't know enough about that.
I don't think my Downcast weren't hardcovers.
Okay. So if I wanted to keep hardcover, how would I be able to do that? And we have Mrs. stopping in to say hello.
Yep.
Glad you had a good appointment.
I'm a poor replacement for you, Mrs. Good Stuff. And I will be renaming the chat on my show to Amanda's Stank Stream in honor of you. So that message was
It
received.
should it should have her name in it.
No, it'll be Mrs. Good Stuff presents the Amanda Stink Stream. That's what it's
Okay.
gonna be.
All right. Snuggy points out that if you spend more than $60, you get a trading card pack for free and $70 for free shipping, he thinks.
Mm.
Hmm. So it is nice that he is showing pages. Unfortunate that they look so small compared to the rest of the
Oh, can I zoom?
website.
Can I enhance?
Yeah,
Okay.
via Google though. Would everybody want to do it that way?
Oh, what?
Hey, wait, you
I
get a
guess if
free
you're blind.
gift. What is the free gift?
Where did you see that? Oh,
The
free
image
gift.
that floats. Yep.
Only free shipping, only $25, and then one discount product. $10. Add $10 to your account. I get a discount? Ooh.
So what are you at right now? The $50?
Let's
So
go see.
$60 you get a discount and 75 is free shipping?
My order something.
Yep.
Yep.
Hmm. That is kind of nice that you can offer things like that with a personal site, because I know I am a sucker when it comes to sales. So, like, there are many times when I will avoid an $8 shipping fee for something I've bought online and spend, $16 more on a product just to save that $8 shipping fee. Because I'd rather get the $16 product than pay $8 to ship.
She's like, I'm not gonna pay for you to actually send me my thing.
No, give me
How dare
stuff.
she? Well, what do I need to get for free shipping? I really just wanted a $20 book. How much for free shipping? $75?
Exactly.
Challenge accepted.
No, not really quite like that, but if I'm close to a free shipping, I do wage that. See, I'm not the only one. Astro Zombie says he does it all the time with Amazon. Although actually I have to re-sign back up my Prime. But having Prime, I didn't have to worry about that. But things like
Mm,
Walmart or, other websites like Sephora or something, they'll have
okay.
that.
She's
They'll
like,
have that
Sephora.
website. You have to pay so
I need
much.
I need to go get my eyeliner.
Yep. Uh, let's see. Oh, he said what the free gift was. I told you what the free gift was. But you also said, I think. You think, therefore you are. All right, Mobig says they complain about the small art, but never considers that Clint could be expanding his customer base to include ants.
Mm. Well, I mean, what's the spending power of ants right now? You have to figure there's like 10 trillion ants in the world. They don't
If
take a lot of space.
if each of them had
If
some money, that would add
if
up.
each of them made $10 USD every year, and there's 5 bajillion of them, would it be still be enough for them to buy a book?
Isn't shipping imports, pretty big moneymaker?
Well, I mean, but you figure ants are really small, so how many thousands of ants could share the same copy of a book? This is all just simple mathematics.
Sounds like a Rob question. All right, so
Mm.
Gear points out that he's behind on the chat, but he's trying to multitask. His deal is he doesn't want to create a spreadsheet to remember everything I back.
Yeah, that's I mean, and you mentioned that too with like, oh, I wanted to review what I backed. And that's just from the stance of a backer.
Yeah.
How these large platforms have made it convenient for us just be like, oh, what did I get? Oh, okay, this is what I got. Cool. Instead of, and again, it's responsibility, because I know there's some people who do keep their own spreadsheets. I think that would just make me angry at this point if I created a spreadsheet.
I do have another, it's not a spreadsheet, it's just a Word document that lists everything I've backed. Of course, up till this point, well, no, there's probably a couple there. I have ventured out to, I think, a couple other sites, not all Indiegogo. But I usually only mark off whether or not I've received it,
Mm,
because it's just easier to go to one spot to see if you received it. Because Indiegogo doesn't do that very well unless you're looking at the individual item. It'll tell you if you have it. It's not all in one spot.
yeah. And I mean, Indiegogo is not perfect either, because what it only lets you view like what 7 backings at a time.
5. It is
5.
crazy. Yeah, it's 5
Yeah.
per a page. Yeah, which is
But
really
I
low.
could but if I go on eBay, I could see 240 entries.
Yep.
Whatever.
All right. So Captain Finizzi is asking about international shipping. Have we seen what shipping
Um,
is if we're not hitting the free shipping?
well, let me see. Add the cart, view cart. Okay, look.
You got 2 of them.
I know
Hey, look, it's an easy remove. There's a red remove right underneath each tier.
I know, I saw that.
Okay.
We're trying to find a good way to see what the shipping is. We check out.
You should be at free shipping here, so you need to get rid of one of them.
Okay, well then. Okay, mom.
Although you still have to go another step. Dang it.
Do that one. Yes. Check out. So $55. What is the shipping? Country. Let's go Canada.
I
Well,
think you
they
have to enter your postal code. Yeah, don't worry
shit.
about that. Do
No.
90210. I don't know
That's
what a Canadian.
California though.
Yeah, I don't know what international shipping would be
Like
for a
that's
zip code.
Beverly Hills. What are you
Yeah,
trying to do?
I was just creating a zip code to figure out shipping, but yeah,
Shit,
that would just
I'm
be a
creating.
U.S.
She's like, I'm creating a ship code 90210. You didn't
What?
create nothing. You
What
watched
other
that
zip
show
code
when
do you
you were a
know
child,
besides your
and you were just
own?
like do 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 do
Help me out, chat. What other zip code do you know besides your own or like your family? You'd be doxing yourself. 90210 it is.
My God, she said nine oh
Hello
two
to
one oh.
Fanta and Eric who have joined. Is that? I think that might be it.
Amanda's never gonna invite me again.
No, I like it when you sing, actually.
Okay.
Uh, Yeah, all right. So without knowing an international shipping address, we can't figure that out, which is bummer.
Hmm.
Especially since I do usually like to look at what international shipping is for these things.
You get a cover for $1,000. That's not bad for a cover. And this is the pre-order. The pre-order drop down. Oh, let's go see in his catalog. Oh, and you could get all his past stuff. You get
Snuggie, Matthew Perry's from Friends.
yeah. How
Way
dare
to
you,
go.
Snugs? You get trading cards. You get a standee. I think a lot of these were perks in previous campaigns. Fatel, Fat L is here if you want to get Fat L.
For the same price, which is not good, not bad.
It's like, but you get trading cards. You get Pogs.
He
Finally,
had
somebody got the Pogs.
he had Pogs. It was on one of his previous campaigns with the Gods and Gears.
Yeah, get Pogs.
Yeah.
Everybody has been demanding Pogs, even though we're all 42 years old and barely remember how to play with Pogs. Everybody wants Pogs.
Pogs were after my time.
Pogs were in your time. You're not that much older than I am. Oh my gosh.
No, Pogs were when were Pogs
No,
popular? Or maybe it just didn't come to Maine because
well,
I had
well,
no idea what Pogs
that,
were.
yeah, we could, that could be it.
I think the first time I heard about Pogs was my daughter's father was talking about them, and I was 30 at the time, so that was definitely after my time.
Mm,
I had no idea what Pogs were.
you just didn't have the Pogs.
Nope.
All right. There you go. Back to Downcast for Hunting Ground. Don't worry, Astro Zombie has your back. He says Pogs were past my time.
Yeah, see?
He's a 42-year-old white male too. Pogs were definitely in our time.
42?
I mean, unless like Astro Zombie's like 16, then like yeah, you definitely weren't alive during Pogs.
Pog popularity. Google,
Uh,
tell me. Peaked in the mid 90s.
there
All
you
right, I
go.
guess that would be in my time.
That's in your time.
I was in high school, but apparently I was worrying about other things in high school than Pogs.
You're worried about your SAT scores. Like, oh my god, I need to get into a good
Yes.
college.
I did take them twice.
Yeah, I think I did too. I got the same score. It was like not a waste of time.
Should have just left with the one, right? All right. So let's see. Yeah, see, hang on. Back to the seriousness of things. Captain Infinity points out that international shipping of comics to faraway places is absolutely an issue, pun not intended. I can, it is an issue, but sometimes it's an issue that creators can't really do much with, unfortunately, because the cost of shipping is the cost of shipping. One of the ways around that is to offer a digital, so at least those that are far away that don't want to pay the shipping can somehow get a
But I mean, that's not fun.
copy.
What all these creators need to do is hire a powerful lobbyist to lobby in your country of origin and other countries to be like, no, comics should have free shipping around the globe or flat earth, depending on who you are. And if you're a flat earther, like that's definitely gonna work in your favor. You'll be like, comics are flat to begin with. We're on the same team here. Should free shipping for comics on flat earth.
That'd be sweet. Save an
That'd be
awful lot of
hilarious.
money.
Mm.
Back more books. All right, so what else? Is there really anything else on this page? It's really basic, huh?
Wow, you said that like that was bad. But yeah, it's a pretty straightforward. Once you figure out where everything is, like the
Right.
doggone
Well, I
price,
suppose aside from the money amount, that's the only thing that,
yeah,
some elaboration or whatever, but
and
and
then
then
like
figuring out what the
the
international is.
yeah, figuring out what the international is. If you never heard about Downcast before in your life, figuring out if you even want to buy this book.
Right? Just go by what everybody else says. Snuggie
Yeah.
says it's good, so therefore
Therefore,
suggest yeah.
dab that right into your shopping cart.
You don't know how true that is there, Mo. Amanda was mourning the loss of her The Heights. How do you talk to an angel? 'Cause single
Mm,
after the Walkman ate it. I've loved The Heights.
I
All right,
remember that
but
show.
anyways.
Can't believe you said 90210 like that was just that's a random area zip code. Go use that
Okay,
one.
if somebody asked you for a phone number and you didn't want to give them your phone number, what phone number would you be giving? Eight
Eight
six seven five
five
three zero
three.
nine.
Yep.
Somebody
Or
wants a zip
or
code and you don't want to give yours. 90210.
mm,
No? Am I
I,
really that wrong?
I'm kind of on a 08452 kind of person, but
08452? I don't even know where that belongs unless you're making things up.
no, North Carolina. It's and if I wanted to give a fake phone number, it'd be 610-314-6434.
Okay. That must
That
have some significance in your life.
it used to be my phone number. It's not anymore. So
Oh, okay.
have fun with that chat and be polite to whoever answers that phone call in the Philadelphia area.
Right. I don't know. Although I suppose if somebody asked me for my zip code or my phone number, they'd probably see right through what I was trying to do. But,
You
that's what
wouldn't
comes to
pull
mind.
you wouldn't pull off a 210-8675-30
You know.
309. Yeah, you just see the thing is you just have to change the numbers.
Okay.
Not like change because it's like eight six
Do the
seven
main
five three
exchange for
oh
207.
nine. Yeah.
Yeah. 207 867 5309.
Yeah.
It's the main, Jenny. Uh, just saying, Snuggy, just saying. Although Johnny points
Yeah, you
out
just be like eight
five
six
five
seven.
five 1234.
Yep. Or 1-800 big boobies. And find out what that is in numbers.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can kind of understand because so we're back on the international shipping
Mm-hmm.
thing. They want to give you an accurate shipping price, so therefore they want your address, which most websites will do that. It is pretty abnormal that you can set uh your own shipping rates in Indiegogo. So you say what the shipping is.
Yeah.
So that's why it comes up beforehand.
But that's not necessary. And again, that is convenient. I'm trying to keep it in a backer perspective to know upfront. But these creators lose their underwear on international shipping.
And
So
especially if they're quoting something and then they don't get the book out a year later and you're at the mercy of what that current shipping cost is.
the current shipping cost, is there a war going on in your country or in countries near your country? How's the economic was there an economic upturn, downturn? So again, that's why creators used to lose their underwear on international shipping. And I mean, that's a convenient thing for Clint. Like, if you're interested in this book, you would be able to find out what shipping is to your country.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, unfortunately, we do not have like the capital of wherever people, actually, I could probably get the address to Buckingham Palace. One moment, please.
So if you are looking that up, my other question. Oh crap! I just lost it. Oh no. Okay, is this book done? And Snuggy might know this because he seems to be like the Downcast knowledge person.
Yes,
Um,
Snugs, is the book done?
Because if it isn't, he's getting shipping rates and quoting shipping rates for right now, which I suppose isn't really very different from Indiegogo. But what happens if he's not shipping out until 8 months from now? And then he is unfortunately at the mercy of whatever the shipping rates are 8 months from now.
See here. United
Johnny
Kingdom.
points out, don't order comics until you see the white of their eyes.
Damn. I just doxed myself. Shit. We're
Did
done.
you?
Yeah, my thing popped up. It was
Oh,
really brief, and it's not like you guys haven't been told what my last name is, but let
I
me
can
go
edit that out later.
let me go type let me go type this off
I'll
over
unlist it
here.
and then edit it later.
Yeah, it's only up for half a second. So let me go look that up as I'm putting in the
You're also
address.
showing your messages, by the way.
I don't care about those. Like, are you? Is anybody surprised that the chat has a group and then Yanzi and Shane talk to me every now and then, and Amanda's sending me Creator Go links? Like, are we surprised with this?
Yeah, but it could be very confidential information in that
Uh,
very first line.
Listen, people know not to send me confidential shit. How many times? How many times have I told people my DMs are wide open, but my politeness is not. You'll get treated the way you get. You treat me the way you want to be treated.
Yes. So Snuggy says he doesn't know if it's completely done or not. He says he's shipping September 23rd, so he must be close. Okay, so my guess is he's not done.
Yeah.
If he's talking September
September.
23rd, give it what, a month before that for
Oh,
printing. So
well,
that'll be August 23rd, and you're looking at what, 3 months? 3 months before he
actually,
goes to printing.
well, I mean, he probably could go printing a little later if his backer count stays low like that. All right. Because right now it's only 175 or 172 things that he has to print out, and as
Right.
long as the orders aren't complicated. All right.
So Fanta says, I don't even know which book this is. Unfortunately, he doesn't give a very good summary either, Fanta, so I couldn't tell you much about it. So supposedly, okay, so it is Downcast by
Yes.
Clint Stoker.
Yep.
I know there's Monstrous in there, but supposedly it's a book about brother and sister that have some crazy, slightly sci-fi-ish adventures to save their dad through books volume 1 through 3. And then
Yes.
volume 4, Vanessa won't tell us if they found their father in volume 3, but apparently there is some sort of closure there of some sort. And then now they're off on a new adventure with book 4.
All right. So shipping to Buckingham Palace using USPS first class is $30.04. Then USPS Priority International Mail is $74.12. And then USPS Priority Mail Express International is $88.28. So if the King of England wanted it, so clearly he's using USPS to get the ship out. That's who he's using for
Okay.
shipping.
But it was $30.04, right? So $30.
Yes, and that's probably again, if you're interested. So 7 to 21 business days will be $30.04.
That's a bit high, but I suppose that is what it is because
I
they
mean,
they
if
did it.
he's factoring it, yeah, but if he's factoring in, if it's not just shipping, but like that's how he's paying for shipping materials, because what? How much do Gemini mailers cost?
Not much if you buy them in bulk.
Well,
Or
he's
if you
putting
go
them
your
on.
boy way, it's $10.
Yeah.
I don't know. All
And
right.
then it has to either get on a boat or an airplane.
Yeah. No, I can see it. $30 I suppose is going to be your standard anyways. But it is like, okay, the book was what, $20?
Yeah, let
Or
me
was
put
it
this up
25? Don't dox
this
yourself.
back. No, this one doesn't have. I mean, this email people know about. But I mean, that's the problem that I've heard from people who back crowdfunders who are not in, we'll say, North America. I
Right.
mean, there's certain Canadians who are like by the border. They could game the system a little bit and use like a mail service, like have an account with them in the stateside so they can mail something in stateside, cross the border, get their stuff. Um, but yeah, I know this is an issue for a lot of international backers where the shipping is either creeping up to the same cost as the item or in some cases more than the item is. And I feel for you guys on that one. I really do.
Mhm. So Mo points out that if you've ever worked as a window washer to pay off your father's debts, you will relate to these characters.
Mm.
Snuggy
Yes,
says Clint's shipping was less than $10 for the book, he thinks. Which book? In general, for United States backers?
probably.
I remember the book. When I
Let me
got
see.
the hardcover volume 1, it wasn't very expensive to ship. I
All
can't
right.
remember what the exact cost was, though.
If I change it back to the US and we'll call it 1 Main Street. We want it in, take the city off, put the zip code that no one knows. 90210. Should pop. Are you not going to pop Beverly Hills? Okay, you'll make me actually type out Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills.
Good thing you know that.
But Beverly, that's in Beverly Hills. Like everybody of a certain age knows that 90210 is in Beverly Hills. So to ship this comic to Beverly Hills, it's $6.
That's dang good. Although it makes the international shipping look even more rough. But
Yeah,
it's not Clint, it's the United States Postal Service.
yeah, and other countries shipping
Yeah.
rules.
All right, so Fanta says that she just got her Smokes the Fox and Weaponized Werewolf. So stoked. What do you guys think of Smokes? I backed it, Fanta. I backed the digital version, but I have not read it yet. I've gotten
Ooh,
behind on my books.
I did too. I didn't back that one. I'm to the point in my little Comicsgate journey where I need to be told a book is good before I pop onto it, which is unfortunate for like the people who are getting their first project out.
Right, because nobody
Sorry,
knows what they're like.
but I
Yeah.
mean, but sorry, it kind of is what it is for me. So
I
I'm
don't
waiting
think you're abnormal.
yeah, so I'm waiting for people to say that it's good. There's a lot of books I'm waiting for them to come out and people say that, hey, get vocal and say, hey, that book's pretty good.
There needs to be more people that say that, to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
Because most, I see a lot of people saying, and I know I'm guilty of it. Like, hey, I got this book, yay! And then you don't really hear anything else about it except for people received it.
mm,
So, although to tell you the truth, there is a select few people that if they say something's good, I trust what they say. There are some others that is like, because like there's been books that others have said they're good, and I read them, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think it's good. So
yeah.
it makes you, you trust who you trust.
What is going on in the background of your house?
I don't know. What are you hearing?
I'm hearing screaming, the screams of a little girl child.
Hang on, I'm gonna mute myself. I don't hear it.
I'm not tripping chat. Like you guys heard the screaming, right? Like I know my headphones are good, but they're not that good. So Mo Biggs says, "I don't know why Amanda trusts me so much, but I appreciate it because Mo Biggs, you're an honest man of mystery. You tell us what you hate and you tell us what you love, and you've been a straight shooter about that." Snuggy Jr. says, "Amanda, don't trust my opinions. Doesn't trust. Don't trust my opinions. You can." Okay, Snuggy said he did hear the screaming. Okay, so it's not just me. So Johnny Randall says, I heard the blood curdling screams as well. So did my dog. See, Amanda, it's not just me.
I have like the big old earmuff things on, so I don't hear it. So like I call her down. I'm like, "Are you screaming?" She's like, "Yeah." Why? I'm like, "Cause they can hear you." She's like, "Oh, sorry." So I did see that you were reading. Amanda
Did,
doesn't trust my opinion. You can. Snuggy, you and I have had conversations about books, and we kind of be on the same wavelength. So if you were to say something was really good, I do accept your opinion.
mm.
And Johnny Rose. I heard blood curdling screams as well. So did my dog. I don't know if she's like filming
She,
TikToks or something, maybe, or I
oh,
don't
I mean,
know.
she was screaming if as if she was either getting murdered or she won the lottery.
She's too young to play the lottery, and she's
That
up in her
doesn't.
bedroom by herself. So
I mean,
I don't know.
that doesn't stop little kids from getting lottery tickets. Oh, too young to play the lottery. Uh-huh.
She can't buy one.
Well, I mean, if your grandma sends you to the counter with enough money to buy 2 Powerballs, and then she says, "Baby, go get my Powerball tickets," you're gonna look at that register person and say, "Hey, my grand just sent me up in here. Here's $6. I need 2 Powerball tickets, or she's gonna take her slipper off and beat me. Give me my
Can they do
tickets."
that these days? I know back in the days, you know, you could be sent to the store with
I,
to get
yeah,
cigarettes and
I don't.
booze and all. I don't think they can do that
Well,
anymore.
I mean, I need somebody with a child to. I, I'm
To
just
test
I'm
that
just
theory.
saying. I'm just saying maybe what I was talking about earlier was based off a true story. But this has been
Back
a
in the day.
while.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know my daughter has asked me for my debit card. She's like, "Just give me your card, I'll pay it." Because she's like, I'm like, "I don't have cash." She's like, "Just give me your card." I'm like, "You can't buy it with a card." And of course, I'm just like, "'Cause it's got my name on it." You know what I mean? And I'm like, "I'm not giving you my PIN number." Like,
Hmm.
she'd be able to do it if she had my PIN number, but nope, not giving you my PIN number. But anyways, back to 2 Powerballs. Yeah. Why did it have to be 2 Powerballs?
Because that's what Nana wanted. Okay.
All right. Any other questions, comments about Downcast? Because I don't know. There could be more on this page, I guess, is my overall feeling. Did we want to watch the video? There is a video.
Sure. Did
Looks
I?
like.
Hold on. I don't believe I shared audio.
All right. Say while we see
Present
if anybody else has other questions or comments before we move
share
on.
system audio. All right. I'm ready if you're ready.
I got you up.
Sweet. Oh, it's the YouTube.
8675309, Snuggy. Oh wait, should it be 5309?
Max and Monstro are hunting for your friends. It's just a matter of time before all those supposed gods are all dead. But you don't really care about them, do you, Carver? Don't ask me why I'm here. Why I came for you instead of them. I ask the questions now, because I need to know. What are you hiding? And what's on the other side of that window? My home has become a hunting ground.
It's very dramatic.
It was, yeah.
I like
Every
wait.
waking moment.
Shut up, video. Oh my gosh. There you go.
It's on a loop.
There you go. It's off now. So Snuggy wants your card number and your mother's maiden name.
Right.
Need the address, blood type.
Justin has joined us. Hello, Justin. Yeah, my zip code. See?
Yep.
Who asked for the zip code? Snuggy's doing it.
Yep.
Hey, Carol, thanks for joining. All right, so any suggestions for another campaign? We are an hour in, but I suppose we can go through another one, unless you got places to go there, Vanessa.
I'm extremely boring. So
Okay.
no,
There's
I'm
stuff
not.
I should be doing, like cooking some things that need to get cooked off and finish cleaning, and I have it's a nice day out, so I actually have my comforter in the washing machine that I'm gonna hang outside to dry.
Oh, are you gonna beat it with a stick? When it's
Yes. Little broom handle. Yep.
Yep.
Get those wrinkles out.
Yep. Gotta beat them.
All right. So a lot of these I haven't even heard of that's showing right here on Fund My Comic, but I know they're not there's no criteria to
No. Well,
come
some of
up.
them
Yeah,
haven't launched either. So I don't think this one launched yet.
that's true. Oh, I saw something by Dark Gift.
Oh no, this is launched. Never mind.
Oh,
Just it
zero
just has
backers.
As
Crimson
no
Skies.
monies.
No monies.
No monies. Okay. Is there anything? Oh,
How
no.
can you tell though? Pledged, funded.
Least funded.
Oh, actually, I think right below the gray continuous campaign, no end date, and then like the other one has 126 days go. I guess those are live because I think yeah. See the one in the middle is say starts on August.
I don't like that. Well, I'm not sure if I don't like it.
It's
different.
confusing. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
different.
it is confusing because you'll be like, oh, campaign. You'll be like, oh, it doesn't start until freaking
Yeah,
August.
you see them all. Too bad there wasn't a way to filter that out, and then it'd be like a coming
Yeah,
soon
to like live.
section or
Well,
something.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe campaign progress. Maybe
Change.
it
That
did.
might be who's. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe that's like highest money raised to lowest money raised, but no, because then you have the Crimson Skies versus.
Well, you have least funded, most funded, least funded, and then percentages.
Yeah.
Newest, oldest. But I mean, you can get the newest, and like some of them are not going live. Like you have Nicholas
Oh,
here.
this is newest. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were talking about this earlier, just briefly, because I was saying how I was looking for the campaigns to pull up last night for the chat, and then I knew two of them had launched in at least in the last couple of weeks. So there was the Fall of Man, and then there was Edwin it's not Acevedo. Is it Edwin something? But the leopard. Like I can't remember the title of the book because it's pretty long. Raid of the White Leopard, just because I'm looking at it right now, being up from last night. But you would think those being launched in the last couple of days, and Edwin's is not doing too shabby. I haven't reset it since last night, but I'm looking at $1,246. So that's making more money than most that are here.
So most
You think it would be front page, you think it would be somewhere in the newest, but it's not. So I don't get the algorithm right now. There's Fall of Man right in the middle.
Okay. I mean, we could look at this one as far as like something to look at.
Yeah, we'll right that one.
Okay. So this is him. His little face.
That is Paul.
And then Twitter. Yep, that's him.
Comics.
He follows me. Oh, that's so sweet. That's not what I wanted. Here we go. So Follow Man 2. Giant kaiju roam the earth, and the heroes are stranded in a wasteland on a quest for survival and revenge. I felt like that's how it should have been read.
Yeah. Now this is the very top, right?
Yes, this is the very, very top of
so
the page.
Actually, that doesn't look so bad because I've seen other ones, and I'm not sure. Maybe it's the way that Paul set it up, or something. But I know I've seen before that you don't see that number raised, the 42%, the number of backers. Like times that I've pulled it up, not necessarily this particular campaign, but Fund My Comic, you don't see it. And that's a complaint of mine because and I guess it's only a complaint when I'm trying to share it with the chat that I don't have to scroll down. It's just right there. You know what I mean? But it is kind of nice that right when you land, you see it to do it. Oh, so wait. Justin points out that Amanda, people can tip a campaign to get it to be featured. Like I tipped a campaign, or the creator tips a campaign, or both. But that is kind of, I don't know, buy me. Like, what do you want to call it? Extortion? Is that the right word?
What?
Like, give me money, quid pro quo. Like, you give me this, I'll give you that.
Or free exchange in the market. Like I have a product. Do you want it? I do. Give me money.
Yeah, but it's to feature, not just to.
Oh, okay.
To feature it. So are you saying that Edwin is not paying the mob the fees to help promote him?
You need to go pay your protection fees to get promoted in this here.
Right. No, I knew that, Justin. He's saying that no, the tip goes to FMC, not to the creators. No, I get it. I don't know, it just strikes me as funny that pay a tip and we'll put you first. I want to see what's performing good, not what's tipping good first as a
Yeah, because are we working or are we twerking? Because I guess if you're good at twerking, you can get featured up on my comics. But if you're working and
Yeah,
people are
you need to be good at
buying,
twerking. Yes, yes.
yeah, I guess maybe get better at twerking. I don't know.
All right, before we get into more, I did see Caroline pop in. I think it was Caroline, not her ulterior. No, Ice Queen. Okay, so she came in as Ice Queen. All right. And
Okay.
then I did see Hen here. Hello, Hen. And Get Over It. So Get Over It points out that I'm driving using Siri to type this, but there is a Crom, the Destroyer, launching 7.4, and Downcast 4 does have an Indiegogo set up. You can't read the chat,
Oh,
so hey,
sign up.
everyone.
The sign up.
It's
So
sign up. So he is going to do Indiegogo eventually, I guess, which is
yeah,
good.
gotta get them numbers up.
And that Crom, the Destroyer, is launching 7.4. Okay.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
I do have the whatchamacallit up.
Thank you to our CG historian that helps
Yes.
keep us straight.
Yep.
All right. So after the fall of man number 2, what does it say right there? Giant kaijus tell the truth. Is that what you've already read, right? Roam
Yeah,
the earth.
I read
Okay.
that. Sometimes I read's good. All right, so if we go a little bit, what this? Oh, this is their little thing about. Oh, what does tipping the website do?
That's on all of them. I kind of wish
Well,
it wasn't there.
well, I appreciate it because again, that was a current gripe with Indiegogo. It's like, what are these freaking tips for? And at least they're like, hey, it's for the website. This is what we'll do with it. Like,
Yeah, but
there you
can't they
go.
put like a little question mark in a circle and then as you hover your mouse
Oh,
over it,
you
it
just want
answers
us to
that
go
question mark?
away.
I just want it to go away. Or a close
Okay.
button. But then again, I think my major gripe is the fact that it's there at the top, taking up the space, smushing everything else that's important lower.
She's Amanda's like, this
It's
is very
prime spot.
valuable.
It's prime.
This
It's
is
yes,
valuable
prime
real
real estate.
estate
Exactly.
on this thing. So we'll go down. So he's in raise mode.
So GP Gable Penny Shop points out it should be dismissible. So I don't know if he's saying it is or if he agrees with me that we should be able to have an option to make it go away.
I guess by the word should, I think he agrees with you.
Yeah, but should like it could be, should be. I don't know. All right. I can read that both ways.
Yeah. Mm,
All
mm.
right, so it is only 42% funded with we have a goal there, right? Yeah.
Yep, goal,
2,500 on goal. That is nice.
which
It's
is,
all right there.
and that's a reasonable goal. So obviously, in my opinion, that's probably more to like print the book out than anything.
Mhm.
All right, so there you go. You can contribute, share the campaign, embed the code.
Bit the
You
code.
could you could embed the code
Get in
about
bed
this.
with the code?
Yep, all about
Man.
embedding that code because, like I said, you're working or you're twerking. So, all right. So you have a picture here. So you have a FAQ comment. So no comments. I'm gonna click over. When will I get my book? The goal is to end August 23rd for the physical books, but the digital copy will almost immediately after the campaign closes. So he has a print file. Sweet.
Yeah.
Uh, I wrote the book. So what age range for the book? I wrote the book for adults, but with my 9 and 10-year-old kids in mind, that it would be appropriate for them to read as well. So that sounds kind of all age, like not that's not little kids, but that's sounding all ages to me.
So you're not
What's
gonna have Barney singing the "I Love You" song, but you could have Snoop Dogg talking about sharing, right?
shit? Well, I mean,
Forgiveness.
yeah, forgiveness, freaking what, words of affirmation. Uh, what size? I'm sorry. What size will the comic be printed in? It will be a standard American comic book size. Okay, so that's the FAQ.
I
No
kind of
comments.
like those FAQs
I like it that it's you don't have to
right
go
there.
towards the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. FAQs. Now we got Fall of Man. This cover. I guess is a cover. Cover A by Ben. He's giving me that you owe me money look right here.
Mhm.
This one's I guess pointing at. She's pointing down, faces up. What the heck is she pointing at?
The part which they need to kill him with.
No. Yeah, they have to hit him in the titty.
His Achilles heel, the belly. Got him.
Achilles heel. Never mind. You got.
I'm not saying the physical Achilles heel.
Well, I
but
mean,
I'm
what is
saying
she?
his
What is
sensitive spot.
This is a man. So like, I thought
Are
there
you
was
sure
a
those
movie.
aren't stockings?
Listen, men can wear tight pants too, and sometimes men, if you got
Oh,
a
it looks like a
badunk,
garter sock to me.
if you got a badunkadunk, and you know who you are, maybe you did wrestling in college, maybe you did a lot of squats. Tights every now and then, just to show what you're working with. Because again, are we working or are we twerking? And sometimes you got to do both.
What is
Sometimes you
around
gotta
that
do both.
person's thigh? Because it makes it look like a garter
What?
sock. Yeah, right
This?
there.
Well, I mean, it could be like a holster of some sort, or this is a design choice,
Okay.
as the artist would say. It's a design
No
choice.
pouches.
No pouches.
Needs
So
more
this
pouches.
pointing. So this one's mean mugging. This one's pointing to who knows what. This one is doing a Batman crouch, and this one is doing some sort of crouch. But they're angels.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
so-
that's a bad guy or a good guy because they're not really like fighting him.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're not.
Or
This is not giving me the look of like.
yeah, his back is
Trust
turned
me.
to the monster. He's not
Trust
trusting you.
me. Yeah, trust me. So Snuggy Junior says, "Do you mean the front or back, V?" I'm gonna leave that up to you. I'm just saying. The gentleman's choice on that one.
Yeah, and GP points out that he'd like the option to close it and stay away. I agree.
Okay. So,
Into that.
I mean, this cover's not horrid. Like it's. I think I have more problems with the font than like the composition.
What is
I
the?
can't look at because this is supposed to be three. Like, is this? I don't like
I
that.
can read it, but it is weird at the bottom.
Well, it's supposed, and that's that too. Like, is this supposed to? Well, my sentences, words I used to speak for a living. So, is this supposed to be like a 3D, like pop out situation? And then, is this supposed to be
Maybe it's crumbling.
the font? Yeah, the font crumbling. I'll just say I don't like that, but that's fine. Like, you're able to read it. It's in that
the personal
that's fine.
preference, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's
Later,
a personal,
Fanta.
the biggest thing is that it's able to be read. Okay, so it looks a little better with a little bit of different coloring. Who is the artist on this one? Elliot Rug.
No, I think that's the first one, isn't it? Oh no, okay.
Is this cover A? This cover B?
No, I think that's Elliot right there.
This?
Yeah. Because if you go up to the other cover, keep going up, there's a person's name right at the top, and then that's not a cover.
Okay.
The underwater scene's not a cover.
Okay.
There's no dressing, so it makes me think it's not a cover.
You making things as interior?
Although,
well, then the first one is superior. Then I would take Mead Mug over whatever this is.
They look like different people though. Which it's still 4 people, but the top ones have like angel wings, and
what
this one
in the
is
world
more
is
modern.
this? Is this a double?
A lake.
Is
Maybe
that a double page spread?
Wrap around?
Yeah.
Because why have a lake there?
Yeah, why is there just a rando lake here?
Maybe.
And what in the hell is this? What is okay? Not this. Let me enhance. Make it bigger.
What is that? Is that another lake?
All right. So we got big. All right. So I have rando so this is her leg. These are his legs. I guess this is his leg. Is there another freaking because this is this guy's leg? Because I thought first like his foot was broken. Is this another freaking person I can't see? Who decided to put this image? I mean, if you're gonna do a wraparound cover, then and you're like, oh, I have a wraparound cover. Then show the wraparound cover, because then what? Who in the heck's freaking rando hand is this?
Right. Probably that lake. But you're right. I still can't figure out the lake.
This is not okay. Chat, this is not okay.
So I did back the Digital Fall of Man #1. Have not
Okay.
read it yet though. So I couldn't tell you anything as
Okay,
to what this
so
should
you
be or
couldn't
shouldn't
tell
be.
me if this is another freaking human being, like even like the foot, like is this a freaking dog
That one
foot?
in the
Like
back that looks
what?
like it has the wrap around it. Yeah, I don't know. And
Yeah,
it
it's
looks like
like
it's going in the
bam,
wrong direction.
and then bam. It's like
Yeah.
he got the most flexible ankles known to man, and toes.
Yeah.
All right, so this as far as the image is a L to me. Like this is, I mean, I could probably tear this apart if I wanted to, but like overall this is good. Like I don't know what's going on, but there you go. But what it
And does
you
point out that none
literally,
of them look scared of the monster.
yeah. But like what is one, two, what is this, whose hand of these cut in half people is this?
That's got to be a design. I've
Is
seen
this
Elliot's art before. Elliot is
is,
pretty good as far as
is
art.
this
I don't think he'd put half of body
so
parts
that
in there.
so that means that like there's another half of the image that should be shown, because you're gonna have people like me who are gonna be like, what the heck is this?
Is it half, or do you think maybe there's a lot, not necessarily a lot more, but there is more to the image that the creator, the person behind this, Paul,
Well,
has decided to crop and didn't realize he's cutting off?
well, then if he decided to crop, and again, this is why editors are important, because you need that person to be like, what in the hell is this?
Yep.
And then you need to do a better cropping job.
Yep.
I mean, even this guy has the longest torso in the world. But okay, so that is this you got a magnet.
6 a.m. I don't know.
Yep, 6 a.m. We're
I don't
accusing of
think it
6
is.
a.m. But first 49 physical orders get a free magnet. Do you
Why
still
not
have?
50? Is he keeping the one?
Well, maybe
49 seems
49.
like a random number.
Well, maybe 49 is a lucky number for him.
Okay.
Don't need that. This new. So if you buy reward tier, label add on another reward tiers use. Buy two and save to save $4 on shipping. Oh, okay.
That's not as important as about the book, though. That should be up higher. Well, that part should be down lower.
Oh, this part.
Yeah.
But what? But you just said you're all about sales. So wouldn't I put it?
I want to know about
this,
the book first. That's important.
maybe this should
As
be
I'm checking out, I want to know that there's
where
a
this
potential sale.
is. They have like a tip and potential sale. All right, short summary. All right. Join the fight for survival. Fall of Man 2 is a 32-page full color comic about kaijus roaming the earth. Okay, I'm in. Small scattered tribes live in a desolate wasteland where every day may be their last. Fair? Like most of humanity before the Industrial Revolution, but we're moving on. The tribes are full of superpowered individuals. I don't know if I want to be a part of these tribes now. They rally around people who can communicate with the kaiju. Ooh, there's kaiju communications. Kaiju telepathy.
Or pheromones.
Or pheromones. Ooh, pheromones, even better. Whether through telepathy or because you kept on reading. Family pheromones, and try to stay safe from feral roaming kaiju. I don't know if that's the right word. Feral. No, that would not be the right word, because feral gives a connotation that it was once tamed. So you have wild and you have feral. It's two different things.
Okay.
Well, it's two different things. A wild animal
I
has
know.
never been
Yeah.
tamed. Yeah. So does that mean that there's kaiju
They're
that have
probably
been
just
tamed?
using it as another word for wild, though. That'd be my guess.
You can use bogan. Safe from bogan roaming kaiju. See, that's even scarier. That's the word to use. Safe from bogan roaming kaiju and other tribes who may threaten their home. Issue 2 picks up right after the shocking cliffhanger from issue 1. Oh, you did one of those. Okay. Join the heroes as they are stranded in a wasteland and will find new tribes, fight new kaiju, and face new dangers. Everything is new and shiny. My God, yay. Yay us. Okay. So interiors. What are these backgrounds? We'll just say artistic choice.
I'm
I do
not too worried
I
about the art.
I actually kind of like this like blacked out silhouette kind of
Of the thing
situation with
that's
these
closest to you, yeah.
of like the rabid dogs. Keep the circle tight, everyone. That's what he said. Moving down.
Well,
Yes. Okay.
are those thought balloons from the person that's there?
No, I think he talks in orange. He talks in I don't know what black
The
and
main
orange
person?
this one right here.
Oh, that guy. Okay, so that is
Yeah,
attributed to him.
I guess.
Okay.
Aren't you the one that backed the first one
I
of
did
this?
not read it, but yes.
Pain. So
Actually, you know why I backed this book the first time? Because it was a cheap digital tier, and I wanted to show support.
all right. So okay, but hear me out. How well do you think these things taste? Like if I cook them, can we eat them? This guy is my spirit animal already. But like, yep, if I kill him, if you kill him, we'll grill him. 1-800
What if they're
roadside
diseased,
grill.
though?
I mean, we'll figure it out when we grill them. I mean, we haven't had anything decent to eat since we left the
Make sure it's
village.
well cooked.
Got to make sure it hits a certain, temperature on the inside. And then we have this Iceman dude down here. Well, not ice, possibly, allegedly. Amanda would be able to tell me, but she didn't read her copy. I'm
Nope.
not eating anything you cook out here. Well, I guess you're going to starve. Oh, and the little silhouette things are little green doggies. Oh, we're going to kill the green dragon looking doggy thingies. What in the shit? What is okay? I have questions. Blah blah blah. I'm just reading this real quick. All of you guys, I'm assuming, could read English if you're on a show like this.
So all
Yes,
the main
queen.
characters must talk in a specific way. That's why they're color coded. So you know who's talking. That's kind of weird. What happened to word balloon arrows?
Well, I mean, if I mean it
Oh, is it
simplifies
giving
things.
what they are? Oh, it's their name and what they can do.
Yep.
Okay.
Velast.
I suppose that's
Obviously,
one way to tell you rather than show you.
obviously this is based off me. But you don't have to lie. This guy is based off me. His name starts with a V.
Mm.
Super strength, and obviously these hands is bigger because we need to like. That's what I told. I was like, hey, you can't have my character have small hands.
Right. Need to overcompensate.
But I'm just what is going on here? So he stabs him, and then just the hand follows.
There's a big enough hole his whole hand can go through it.
Not if it's a sword. Type of nonsense is
It
this?
does damage.
And then he's getting the barf. There should be poop coming on the back. But so green blood, they keep it all ages. That's one way to keep it all ages. Like, oh no, they're not bleeding. It's green. It's fine. It's fine.
Tis merely a flesh wound.
It's merely. I mean, they're all flesh. This is nonsense, but that's fine. Okay, on the road again. Who's his letterer? So Elliot Rodriguez just did story and letter, pencils and inks. Okay. By Elliot Rodriguez. Okay. I like this monster. I like this a lot.
Are they using green to show motion, or is it oozing slime?
Or is it organic growth as the planet as the plants
Oh,
try
and
to
that's
take
what's
over.
moving as he's moving it. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess that can make sense.
he's
All right.
hitting this, and they're all just
Okay.
okay. They got company. We should leave. This person. Actually, the face is not bad. I've seen worse faces in crowdfunding comics. Although this face, what in the shit? Why does this dude look bucktooth? What in the world?
Is he?
Let me go zoom in, enhance. See. Now that I zoomed in, I think that just this part of the lip and this part of the lip are just close together. So like my brain is like line. There's a
Maybe.
line, so there's no bucktooth situation. Man, now let me go down. If this is making somebody dizzy in the chat, I apologize. I like the layout of this page. It's simple. Have
Yeah.
like
I don't have any major complaints with the art.
no.
Not yet, anyways.
Besides that one
Now,
cover.
if they drew a horse, maybe I'd have a little bit more critiques.
Oh, I mean, horses are hard to draw. Da, da, da. My guy has 6 children. God bless you.
Wait a second. Wait, how much is it showing about the book and how much is it showing about him?
This is all about him.
Right. No, I know, but we had a little bit about the book.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eyes.
And then he's re-answering the frequently asked questions that he's already answered.
Yep, and this is another. He has 6 kids, though. Hail to his wife.
But then he goes on to talk about miscarriages. That doesn't seem like a. I don't know. I think he's selling himself the wrong way.
The
Sorry,
initials
Paul.
are the initials are the names of my children who are not here. Aw. Yeah, I don't know if that's not necessarily a turn off for me, but
Well, my thing was just like, hey, let's back the book based on what I like or don't like, and then I'm reading that and I'm like, oh, now I feel bad for him and I need to like give him money because I feel bad for him. You know, like
all right.
I don't know, a different marketing thing.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Paul, I have no soul, so this is not going to sell me. Just putting that out there. And I'm a neurologist. So $2 he's donating, and it's him.
Wait, he's donating $2?
$2 for each book. Every comic purchase, I'll be donating $2.
It is nice to state that.
So there's Paul. There's Benjamin. He works at Sheath Comics. There's a colorist, Jimmy G. Letterer from the UK. Okay, I've set the goal because the book is almost complete. Well, if you're ready to do a digital, that means you're right there on a profile. I'm looking to do the cover printing and shipping, and maybe coloring to a lesser extent. Okay. So he has stretch goals. So he has one stretch goal. Johnny's like pity bucks. Like that
is how it. Okay, you said it didn't
that's,
affect you, but that is like my mood about the campaign immediately changed when I read that, and I don't know if that's like what he's going for. He's probably not, because he does state that for a reason. Like that's why he named his comic imprint, whatever they want to call it, the way he did. So I guess it's background story that way. But it did immediately go to, oh, poor guy, rather than, oh, this sounds like a great book. And, like I'm less focused on the book. I'm now more focused on him.
Okay, let me go because he made a fatal error when he made this campaign page. So okay, I'm on street.
So get over it says yes, he is keeping one of the magnets. So that's why there's only 49. Also, y'all didn't watch the long stream on Bancrofts, and he is DMing you, Vanessa.
Yep, and this is the DM. Let me ungroup this shit. So if this is the page, I still like that first cover better. But why in the
Oh,
hell?
so it is a
Why?
double page spread.
So why in the hell if let me get up here.
But he
Sorry,
doesn't.
chat.
You'd think he would say that. Does it say it? It just says cover by Elliot, right?
It
Yeah,
just
cover
says
B Elliot.
covered by Elliot. I mean, if this is this, why did you put this in the campaign? You lost your mind on that one.
Right, because now you're picking out the
Yeah,
inconsistencies or whatever.
now I'm like, where?
And now that makes
Okay,
sense because I was questioning the other cover had the angel people, and now there isn't angel people there. So I was like, where'd the other people go?
it's like where are these angel people?
Right. And then I wonder if
I'm
the guy with the hammer is the guy that's giving you the evil look.
I'm still like, this guy has the longest torso in all of mankind.
I bet if he was shirtless, he'd have Andy Smith abs.
I mean, if he had his shirt off, he would need Andy Smith abs to cover all this torso. Um. So yeah, that was a misstep. He should have had this
Although I
instead of
am
this.
getting the fact of their powers looking back at it with all the people. It is making sense to me in that sense because you have what looks to be like the frozen, the electricity, the fire. The
Frozen.
lady in the purple is the telepathy because she has her hand next to her head.
Let it go. Let it go.
Like I am
I
starting to get
can't
a
take
sense of what
it
these characters can do.
anymore. Let it go. Let it go. I still don't understand what the hell Paul was thinking when then he just posted half of an image.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So okay,
That doesn't
Shadowhawks
make
joins
sense.
us. Hello,
Hey,
Shadow.
hey.
So
Yeah,
he says, "What's
this.
the sob story?" I guess he was technically explaining how he named his AGE
Uh,
Comics, which the A, the G, and the E are the first initials of the children he lost.
yeah.
So, but
But I mean,
unfortunately,
I
talking about dead children definitely switched gears in my mind.
yeah, I mean, and this is not, and I'm sure you have too. I've seen this on other campaigns where the create, and I can't necessarily, and we talked about this last night on my show, the chat, but like some of the separation between creators and prospective buyers. Because some people, this will make them bite, and then some people like me are just indifferent to it. Not indifferent to his pain, but like kind of indifferent as far as like, do I want this
Cold-hearted.
buy? Well, I mean, this
I know what you
doesn't.
mean.
This is like a word. So this is kind of like those word problems you got when you're a kid. Like you have one train heading west at 55 miles an hour. You have one train heading east at 62 miles per hour. The train heading east is serving pizza. When will they cross paths? Like the
Extra
part.
information.
Yeah, I'm just like this whole thing is getting just brain dumped. Like it's not relevant information to me
I
to if
think
I'm gonna
the
back this or
name of
not.
his comics is probably very important to him. That's why he added it. But I think unfortunately it just changes the tone of things.
Yeah, and well, I mean, the thing is, it's towards the end, the bottom of the campaign. So like, or and then this is this is a word. This is 3 paragraphs, right? And this is the internet. Is somebody going to read all, like we're reading this for content sake, right? But if
Yeah.
you're a backer and you kind of skim it, it's like, is this about the comic? Maybe you don't do like full reading comprehension on it and you're just like not about the comic and then like move on the scrolling down. Because I've done that in campaigns too, where I just
Maybe.
skim it,
Although
like,
he did write more about the AGE comics than he did about the book. I'm pretty sure if we scroll back up
yeah,
to where he talks about the book, there's a lot less writing there. Yeah, right there.
yeah.
A paragraph, not 3. So,
And
all
new
right.
tribes fighting new kaiju and facing new dangers.
New.
And Mo Biggs says, I don't think I would have shared something like that. Well, Mo Biggs, you would be what I would call a reasonable man on the
Yeah.
internet.
Although in fairness, I think this is not the first time Paul has shared that information, and it might even be on the first campaign. I
Okay,
just forgot and then was reminded.
well then you're welcome, campaign.
Yeah, thanks. An uplifting Sunday.
All right. So I don't think there's anything else down here. Oh, stretch goals. So for 2750, everybody gets a print from Mike McMahon. And then he has a 3,000, a 3,500, and a
Do
4,000
you know
stretch
who Mike
goal.
McMahon is?
You mean the wrestler? No, like the artist from he's one of the Moral Compasses artists.
Okay. I'm just thinking, does everybody know who Mike McMahon is? Because I'm
Uh,
like, it might be nice if he
yeah, it's the artist
added
on US,
who,
yeah,
yeah,
artist of
where he's from.
US assassin. Yeah. And that's probably that's a quick fix. He can throw that in there. And a lot of campaigns do that when they list and I mean like not just even campaigns, like movies do it too,
Hmm.
and if they're not like Leonardo DiCaprio, it's like, oh yeah, this guy, he was in this movie. You're like, oh yeah, I vaguely remember that movie. But yeah, that
I
would
might
probably be
still
an
be
easy
like,
fix.
what movie's Leonardo DiCaprio been in? Although I can picture Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know that I could quickly name a bunch of movies, although I know
Yeah.
there are tons.
All
All right,
right.
so we're gonna go quickly because hang on, let me go to the chat. So there is conversation about the losing of the kids. I don't think it goes into detail. I think it just goes in the fact that the AGE stands for their names, and then there are mixed. Actually, not really mixed, but it is kind of
No, go
talking
back to
about
Yucky Gum. I want to
yucky.
read that one. So Yucky says, I was about to share my tragic backstory, but I changed my mind.
Yeah,
Thank you.
because we're being harsh,
Yeah.
or maybe heartless, not really harsh.
Yep.
Keep off the campaign, turn people off. Yeah, I guess for the most part it turns people off. Maybe that's not just me. So
Yeah.
he told me that as I didn't know there was children died. It's just awful. Maybe they weren't based on the ones that died. Maybe I didn't read it well enough, but there was
No,
something
it's
something in
based off
regards
of
to it.
yeah, it's based off the initials are the names of my children who are not here.
Okay, so it is based on the
So
one
so yeah, so if they're not here, then where the hell are they?
miscarried. Yeah,
If they're not in this realm of existence, where are they?
which I think it is a very nice way to honor their memory. Don't get me wrong in that, and I don't think anybody's really saying that, but it is just kind of
But again,
random to add it to the campaign.
there's a train heading west at 55 miles per hour. There's a train heading east at 62 miles per
One
hour.
serving fish, the other one serving
What? Yeah.
pizza.
When will they? At what point will they? Cross paths? It's like y- just because you can doesn't mean you should. But again, I'm not this guy's mother, so he made his campaign the way he wanted it. So that's what he wanted to put out there.
Right.
There you go.
Obviously, it's important if he wanted to put it out there.
Yep.
Important to him.
Important to him. All right, so let's go. I don't think there's anything else down here that we need to. Oh, updates 0.
Snuggy had a
People,
wardrobe malfunction.
why did it my tragic? Defective wearable blanket
Wearable.
wearable. I almost got a Snuggie, by the way, Snuggie Junior.
Have you
So
seen those big, like, really oversized hoodies?
yes,
Those look cool.
one of my coworkers has one because we do a lot of teleworking and for my glowy job.
Hmm.
And she's like, "This is the best thing I ever bought," based off of social media.
I need one. Those
Oh,
nice
good.
fuzzy blankets.
I don't like that the updates are down here. I'll say that.
Isn't there a tab at the top?
I'm looking. I'm
I
looking.
think there
No
was.
comments. It's FAQ,
Oh,
so updates should be up here.
yeah.
You're gonna make a backer dig for some freaking updates up in this piece.
I wonder
So,
if the
but I
updates
mean,
automatically get emailed like Indiegogo's does.
maybe possibly, but that's not on Paul. That's on Fund My Comics.
Right.
All right. So let's go. So you could contribute $1 just to give money.
So
Wait,
Dave
what?
says it does make every conversation about the label awkward. I have no idea how to go about it really.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes sometimes you do stuff in darkness, and then when you do stuff in darkness, somebody wants to post it on Twitter about how she received flowers, and I'm like, I have a reputation to maintain, Amanda. And when you're like, but it was so sweet, I'm like, "But
They
reputation
were
maintain,
pretty. And
reputation
you know what?
maintain."
I have flowers on my table at the moment that are in the vase that your
Nice.
flowers came in.
Well, it's
Mhm.
it's a good thing that you're still using the vase. All right, so $5 plus shipping for Fall of Man War Chronicles 2 add-on prequel novella. So there's a novella,
I guess so.
and then Fall of Man War Chronicles 1 novella.
So are these like
Michael.
little ash cans? Well, novella would
No,
make me
no,
think little books.
yeah, that's my definition of novella.
Okay.
Get some novellas up in here, and then $6 for the digital. Every time I scroll by this picture now, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
see,
get
six
angry.
dollars for a digital. That is not a bad price at all. I
That
don't
is
know. I
true.
don't remember how much they got the first one for, but it was a very inexpensive price. And I'm like, hey, I can give $6 to help boost the campaign, and if it's an interesting read, I'll know more, and back on. Like, I know some of you guys in the chat have heard me talk about Perfect 10, Dave Brink, who's in the chat. That's
Yeah.
how I got into it. Like, not very many people were talking about Perfect 10 number one when I came in. That one was already in and out and funded. Perfect 10 number two was crowdfunding like in my earlier times. And I'm like, it looks good. It sounded good. But I hadn't heard anybody really talking about it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go with the digital on this just so I can jump in. So of course I got the digital for 1 and 2 when I did it. And Dave was really quick. Like I think like immediately after the campaign closed, might have been the day after, I got the 2 digitals. It was May 2nd. I remember that.
Okay.
So I remember it was May 2nd. Um, and when I read them, I love them. So when he crowdfunded for Perfect 10 3, I jumped in to do the backup tier for all 3 physical copies.
Hmm.
So, I know people are against digital, but sometimes people just want to kind of see what they're getting first or want to spend some money to help support you. And then they can love it, fall into it, and then they're on board for the rest of them. Who knows?
No.
But
But
anyways,
yeah, every time I see this cover, I'm like, this is what you got. This
later,
is what
hen.
you're showing me. Like, a misstep. So $6 for the digital, $6 to get the first digital.
Wait a second. How come it shows follow number one digital tier, but it's
Yeah,
not
the
showing a
first.
picture? Okay, go ahead.
So $8 for Follow Man 2 script book add-on. So if you want the script book, if you're into that, there you go. Follow Man Black and White edition add-on. Black and white art highlights the original line art. So if you like the line art, you can get the black and white. $10 though.
Hmm.
32 pages. Fair. Uh, Prints. You can get this. So it's a print of this guy without all the stuff. So if you like this kind of aquamarine kaiju
You
situation,
said you liked that kaiju.
I do. You get an 8x10 art print. I don't know where I would put it though.
Yeah, see, I'm not really an art print person. I like original art, but
Yeah.
printouts are.
You like the Win original art. Hush your mouth.
I like it all.
I like it all. So
I
$12.
paid for original art.
You won so much
I like
original art.
cheap original art though.
Well,
I like sales and discounts.
all right. So $12 for Fall Man 1 second printing. So if you missed the first one, it's $12. $13 for cover 1. So 12 for reprint, $13. Let's see if he does the thing. He does not do this. See, now I'm gonna be mad. I didn't notice this before. How in the hell are you gonna use this picture? So now I know you have it.
Maybe he's limited by what he can. No, because it's a cover.
No, because it's
And then you
it's
got the wide image down there. I'm like, maybe
well, I
it's
mean,
a thing
listen,
from my comic.
if it's just like a ratio thing, I'd rather have this small
That's true. So you can
than
see it
have
all. Yeah.
yeah, and then have this big. but then wonder about who in the heck is this
Or
and
somehow
what is
place that
this?
it's a wraparound cover.
Yeah,
Like,
or like,
cover B, wraparound. Elliot Rodriguez.
but I mean, if you, I'm just flabbergasted. I'm appalled actually
Do
by
better,
this.
Paul. Do better.
Yeah, do better, Paul. But that's the cover. But yeah, you're gonna have people like me who are looking at these books like, and especially not even like me. You're gonna have people who are much better at with a better art eye than me, and they're gonna be like, you literally cut off two, maybe three figures in this drawing. I can't see the full composition because obviously it's in half. Like you're telling me that you couldn't put, and I mean, screw the dressing. Like if you're like, well, it's not gonna look right with the dressing on it, blah blah blah. Just
Right. The
show me
image is way
this.
more important than the dressing. Yeah.
Yeah, show me this. Ridiculous. So, but three people bid on that one. So, and then what's this? Ketchup tier. How in the
Why is
heck
it a
are you
drop
gonna
down
have?
menu?
Why is it drop? Okay, so if I go cover A, I am clicking really hard. I don't know what this drop down menu is, but you get
Apparently you
cover
can't. It's
option.
just get physical issue 1 and 2 of cover A.
So
I wonder if that
people
one's
are,
broken.
well,
Or can you go to choose reward and then it gives you the options again?
let me see. No, wait.
That
Oh,
wasn't. That was a good email, right?
all right. So that is a. Oh no, yeah, this is fine.
Okay.
I put that out. That's actually on my YouTube. Okay.
I know.
So
I was
I
just
don't
making sure I didn't need to blur it for when I do the other
like.
one.
Do I need to blur this out? Like no. So I guess that's a. Oh no, go back. Go forward. Refresh. Enhance. Modify. What in the hell is going on with this website now? All right. So that's a glitch in the matrix, so that's not on Paul. Unless he just set it up wrong and then it is what it is. So there's a drop down menu that doesn't work, but then there's a drop down menu that does work and you can pick cover A or cover B. $25 deluxe. 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 And it looks like you get digital 2, you get digital version of the black and white edition, script book, Fall Man Chronicle 2, the novella, the double
Yeah, the
pack.
prices aren't bad.
No, the prices aren't bad at all. $50. You get one of everything. I guess that's physical, and your name in the thank you page. Then the ultimate digital tier is that you get everything digital from 1 and 2. What's $100?
So does that have the novellas too?
I guess get everything from issues 1 and 2. I'm assuming you're gonna get the novellas. I mean, that's another thing you could describe what.
Although at nowhere does it tell you what the novellas are, just that it is an option to back.
It's
Later
a
Shadow.
novella. So
Yeah, but
the $100 draw in tier.
the comics based on the novellas? Are the novellas a side story?
Well, the word prequel was used,
Oh, that's
so
right. Okay. You're forgot about that part.
okay. So I know. So if he's able to list here, probably should list here as far as like what you'll
And it
get
doesn't.
digital. Um, $200 to design a kaiju and bring your kaiju to life.
So wait, if
And
we don't have the ability for good art, like me, and I just kind of do a rough draft of what I think it should be and what it should look like, and someone's gonna make it better.
well, I mean, it says draw your own kaiju for the book, or work with an artist, work with
Okay.
the artist to see your vision come to life. So 200 to make a kaiju.
If I would have read, I would have had an answer.
Mm. And then 350 Elliot Rodriguez original art from cover 1. Wait, he's doing That is really cheap for a cover. $350. And then 400 if you like cover B, the wraparound, it's $400. Not bad as far as like a price.
Yep, for covers.
Mm. So
There
there you
might be some
go.
licensing issues. Mo Big asks, what if your kaiju is a big green dude with a bad attitude?
Mm. Like the Green Ranger from Power Rangers.
Yeah. Hello, Jason. Oh, wrong one. Cromzilla.
Cromzilla. There you go. So that is Fall of Man.
There it
Are
is.
we
I wish I would have read the book number 1 so I could give a little bit more insight into what and if I liked and
It's
didn't
all your
like.
fault, Amanda.
It is all my fault.
You almost killed me last night. KSS almost killed me last night too, in a vicious attack.
From KSS?
Yes.
What happened with KSSSS?
You remember what he was like? He basically made fun of how I corrected myself, and I almost died with Stippling Vaughn. That I watched that thing so many times from last night, dude. It's still funny to
Okay.
me.
I'll have to go back because I'm not sure if I remember that spot.
I'll probably put chapters in later on today. Get Over It says cover 1 didn't sell the first time around on IGG. I mean, if you're into original art and you like this art, like the price is not bad. I'm
So,
assuming that they're all 11 by 17s, and then the other one is 2 11 by 17s or equivalent.
so Get Over It points out that cover number 1 didn't sell the first time around on Indiegogo. So
Yeah.
they're redoing it here. I
I'm
don't know if
trying
that's what you
to.
just said. I have
Yep.
a impatient child that's wondering when we're wrapping up.
I mean, we
I
could wrap up now.
well, it'll be soon. Don't rush me, Vanessa. Don't rush me, daughter.
Yes.
Um,
Wow. I
but she,
heard that.
because she's standing right here watching me.
She was like, yes.
Because I mentioned that we could probably do something when we're done. So of course now she's like clock watching.
I want to go to
Walmart. You don't need to give everybody our plans.
I know, for real. I mean, are there even Walmarts in Canada?
Yeah, there are.
Mm.
I am not familiar with Smash Masters. Amanda, have you all checked out the Smash Masters campaign yet? Is that going to be on the Fund My Comic? Although we have done 2 for the day, so we are going to be wrapping up very soon. Everyone is grounded. Yes.
Yes.
And she needs a sandwich.
No,
Mo says he just looked at Smash Masters. This was the problem with calling it Fund My Comic. So they definitely need to do Please Fund My Comic, huh?
Mm.
Oh, not a comic. It's a game.
It's a game.
Oh, is that what the Fund My Comic? Well, they do say that they're doing games and comics.
Is it a card game? Like what type of game we talk? Oh, look.
Customizable card game.
$70. Okay, what's the customizable? One backer back there that said, oh, it's one of those. It's one of those.
Pogs. Reminds me of Pogs. No, I don't know.
This guy is running.
Fast-paced fun. Beat up your friends and still have time for, well, another game of Smash Masters. I don't know. I was never into like card games like this. Like, give me like poker or backgammon or rummy.
Oh, she's like, give me poker. My God. You know what? I can't even front. I did that as a kid too. No, so this is the totality of my experience with card games. So once upon a time, a younger Vanessa used to work at a store called KB Kids, which was electronics boutiques attempt to like do a kids toy store. And I was in the stock, cleaning the back room. I found like an original first generation box for Pokemon. that got marked down so much it was like 99 cents. So I was like, cool, Christmas present for the kids. They like Pokemon. So my brother and my sister was 4, my brother was 2. They were little. So I bought that for my sister because she liked Pokemon. And this chick had the nerve to say to her father, "Daddy, can you teach me how to play?" So I learned for a 2 years of my life, I knew how to play Pokemon. And I memory dumped how to play Pokemon and never again. Never again. Look at Mo Biggs. Vanessa bought Pokemon. It's on record. I did. I did for the
She bought
sis
it for
my little
99 cents.
for my little sister whom I love and who at the time also loved Pokemon. It was actually bad because then she got her dad to start buying cards and buying decks and they had they actually had a ton of Pokemon cards. Oh, I was like, I apologize to my stepfather. I was like, I'm sorry. This was not my intention. I thought they would just look at the cards and look at the pictures. My fault. They learned how to play the game.
All right. Any other questions, comments in regards to Fall of Man or oh gosh, my short-term memory. What else did we look at?
Look at Mo Biggs. How am I supposed to remember all that context? The heart of the story is Vanessa bought and played Pokemon. Fair.
And he's
That's
like,
fair.
"Weep."
Yep, that's fair. But Agent Zero is also saying that it's a fun card game that's ready to ship now.
It looks too complicated for me. I'd
Well, I
have to
mean,
sit there and I
but
guess
I
it'd be
mean,
more of a hands-on learning.
but I mean that's it gives you kind of the vision of Fun My Comics is that they're really trying to compete because usually the game like board games, card games, those really do well on Kickstarter. Um, so they're really trying to put the finger to the man, if you will.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
mean, Luke, that sweet man, Luke probably wouldn't phrase it like that. He'll probably phrase it like it's a place where you don't have to worry about being gatekept for your ideology as long as you maintain the rules of the platform or whatever. But he's trying to put the finger to the man. That's what's happening.
Yep.
Yep.
A place to go for wayward toys.
Yep. So are we done? It's been
I
2
think we
hours.
are. Yeah, no, we're
All right.
we're at 2 hours. All right. So, let's see what's going on next week. As far as I know, there's no particular plans for next week. So, provided
I
everything
I
goes,
won't be
I'll
here,
be here.
chat. I won't
You
be
never
here,
know.
chat.
Maybe Mrs. G won't be able to be here. I'll ask for you to step up again, but you never know.
I'm
But
sorry
yes,
that you had to suffer me again, chat. I apologize.
I think they enjoyed it. You had a lot of insight
Don't put words
about
into their
missing
mouths.
appendages, or actually say missing torsos and extra appendages.
Oh, just horrible. I'm sorry, chat, that you had to suffer me in this show. We'll try not to make it happen again, but we don't know.
We never know. Yeah, yeah.
Never know.
So the chat will be this coming Saturday. There is
Yep.
not a hiatus for this coming week, so you'll see us all return then. And I think that is it, unless you see us in the chats. Alrighty, folks. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. See you.
All right. Bye.